Jason.
Hey, Petra.
Today, what are we talking about?
Um, well, I actually wanted to start talking about, you know, why the people's beliefs. Um, we're sitting here talking about earlier about why people do home-based businesses, and everybody does a home-based business. Why should we do a home-based business? Why should other people do home-based business? I mean, what's the reality of a home-based business?
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out something to where we can talk with folks and let them know exactly what they can do from home. I mean, why would you do a home based business? What's the meaning of a home based business, or not even just home based business? What's the meaning of being at home and doing something that you would like to do?
Well, basically, I think that people want to have their freedom to do what they need to do to make money and take care of their families. But everybody's not an entrepreneur and everybody cannot successfully work from home. Sometimes they need that income coming from somewhere else because you have to have a lot of discipline to actually work from home physically. But I think that what we're sharing, what we have as a gift is showing people how to make that happen, how to acquire that financial freedom and get the rewards that, like we're saying, build your, what was it that were our messages?
To build your beliefs, your belief system. Like, why do people have beliefs? I mean, basically, what we're doing is, it takes it back to the Bible times of when it says, you know, what you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and
Mm-hmm.
what you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like we're taking it back to Bible
Financial
beginnings,
freedom and
and what we're
get the rewards that.
what we're talking about is
Excuse me.
what we're talking about is, you know, what's the reality of that? I mean, what are we trying to do? We're trying to help other people.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what it means to bind things on earth, that will, we're binding everything now in order to help reach out to other people. So
Mm-hmm.
what is your take on that?
Well, I think God blesses us with talents.
Hmm.
And I think your talent is sharing with individuals, and your passion is sharing with individuals to help them find their way, to help them achieve what they want, their financial successful, whatever, whether it's monetary, whether it's income, whether it's the way they live their life. Being able to have their time and can have control of their time,
Hmm.
whether it's spending more time with family, friends, whether it's just being able to take lunch when you want to take it, or be able to go to the doctor when you want to without having the answers to somebody.
Mm.
And see, my talent and what I bring and what I have a passion for is helping businesses be successful. So we have two commonalities in helping people acquire what they see, what they visualize to be success. And how we do that is sharing. We like to share. We love to share information, share ideas, but first of all, we want to share information that actually enhances a person's life. What do you think? Am I on point on that?
Yeah, I mean that sounds good, and that's the whole reason why we're talking now is so we
Mm-hmm.
can help other people to understand and be educated on what we have and what we're doing is not just your ordinary home-based business.
Mm-hmm.
This it takes it back, to the beginning, I believe, because a lot of people think, okay, when they think home-based business, sometimes yeah, it sounds really good,
Mm-hmm.
but there's so many scams and so many, just other things out there, and people trying to say this and say that to reel you in. They're throwing the bait out to you,
Mm-hmm.
and what's the purpose? They want to get you to bite the bait in order to bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
But 7 times out of 10, usually when you bite that bait, it's always a scam because
Mm-hmm.
it's too good to be true.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I like about this is, and the reason why I wanted to talk
Mm-hmm.
amongst the two of us is
Mm-hmm.
because this lets people know that, look, this is real.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting at home right now
Mm-hmm.
wanting to share the world
Mm-hmm.
to the world about what we're doing and how lucrative
Mm-hmm.
this business is that you could actually do from your own home.
Mm-hmm.
So Let's talk a little bit more about that. Let's talk about what it is that we're doing.
Well, basically, you know, everyone, even any home-based business that you be a part of, no matter what they are, they basically have the one thing that they attract others to, and that's travel.
Mhm.
Everyone wants to travel. They want to be able to see the world. They want to be able to take their families, whether it's just going to Stone Mountain, or if they want to go to Myrtle Beach, or they want to go to,
Mhm.
you know, to see the Grand Canyon here in the United States, or Niagara Falls for that matter, because
Yep.
that's what used to be the thing. But then now you can open their eyes and scope and say, you know what, you don't have to just take your family here to the United States. You can take your family anyway. Take them on a cruise. You know, that
Mhm.
Disneyland is an awesome thing, and that's one thing that everybody wants to do, whether you're an adult or a child.
Mhm.
You know, every talk show that you see now, whether it's, that you see on TV, whether it's early morning TV or midday TV, primetime
Mhm.
TV, what's the first thing that they want to do? Even the football players, when they win the Super Bowl, what do they say?
Yep.
I want to go to Disney World, right?
Yep.
And so here we are trying to share with you, you can have that opportunity. It's not just a product or a home-based business that you're working. It is, you're now in the travel business. This is an $80 trillion industry. So you're becoming a part of something bigger than life. And that's
Mhm.
what God always wants us to do. He
Yep.
wants you to open your eyes and see the world for what He has put you out here to do.
Mhm.
He has put these things out here for you to take advantage of. You have to open your eyes. You have to understand and believe. Believe who God is and help He's here, putting things here today. Today is the day that He
Mhm.
says it's time to, we giving you away. This is what Jason and I
Mhm.
have been trying to share
Yep.
and help people to know that this is the right time. This is the right place. The internet is a bountiful place. And here we are bringing you a business, a real one, where the owner has the same vision, to
Mhm.
making every person that's in the ears and can see and truly believe
Yep.
that God has put us here and made it affordable.
Mhm.
How much did you say, Jason? We were on a call last night. Jason, he's, well, one of my clients he was talking to, and the
Mhm.
first thing they said, they wanted to take their kids. They had, it was a man, a wife, and her husband, and their three kids.
Mhm.
And what they wanted to do was take their kids to Disney World.
Yep. I get so excited about that
Go
because
ahead.
I'm
Hmm.
sorry, I just
That's
about to
okay.
blow up over here.
Hmm.
Because when you sit here, people know how much it costs to go to Disney World.
Hmm.
I mean, knowing the fact that I could take my family and then my nieces and nephews later on.
Hmm.
And let me tell you, Peter, a few years ago when we went to Disney, it cost us around a little over $2,000 because you got to think you have the accommodations you have to do,
Hmm.
meaning the hotel, whether you're going to do a flight, whether you're going to fly or drive,
Hmm.
and then by the time you get there, then you have to what? You have to go buy your tickets. And Peter, let me tell you, those tickets are around $95 a pop.
Hmm. Per
And
person.
exactly
Hmm.
per person.
Hmm.
So when I found out about this business and knowing that being in this business, I could take that trip for $600 and something dollars,
Hmm. Hmm.
and you get 5 park hopper passes
Hmm.
in that $600 and your hotel stay. I about fell off the podium myself
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
I don't preach, but
Hmm.
but the point is,
Hmm.
you're not going to find that. Who would not want to do that? You're saving tons of money. six
Yes.
hundred dollars for 5-day park hopper passes. Come on, folks, add it up. You know what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
So you could take your kids, everybody that you wanted to take. That gets me excited. And another thing that you mentioned, when you started talking about David Manning, the owner of the company, you
Hmm.
know, and how he always, what's the one thing that he's always doing? He's always trying to figure out how to put more money into your pocket and what
Yes.
you're doing. Do you realize, Peter, that every other business and company out there, normally when the person starts making more and more money,
Hmm.
what do? They try to figure out a way to start pulling money away from you.
Correct.
And David turns it around and says, "Look, we got to figure out some more ways to increase the payment for our clients, for our people,
Hmm.
because this is a sharing business. This is not
Yes.
a selling. You don't have
Right.
to twist somebody's arm to go to Disney World.
Right.
If I had to, would I have to twist your arm to go to the Smoky Mountains or
No.
go to the beach, put your sand
No.
in Myrtle Beach or down in
Mhm.
Orlando, Florida, or well, there's no beach in Orlando, but maybe
Mhm.
Panama
Mhm.
or wherever you want to go. I don't have to
Yeah.
twist your arm on that.
Right.
That's why it's a sharing business.
Right.
You're gonna do it anyways.
Right.
This isn't taken away from what you're already doing.
Mhm.
I mean, it makes sense. I
It
mean, I get
does.
excited about this.
And if it makes sense, you
Then
can make dollars.
exactly.
Because what happens is not only do you get to take these trips at what reduced rates,
Mhm.
saving yourself, oh my gosh, over half of what you would normally pay.
Mhm.
But guess what else happens? When you get home, guess what? You get a check in the mail just
Yep.
because of taking that trip. Because guess what? Your product is travel.
Can I tell
So
you
those,
something real quick?
yes,
I'm gonna
absolutely.
cut you off for
Oh,
just a
that's
because when
good.
you said when you get home and you get a check, I tell you, I'll be honest. I've been scammed one too many times. So I actually, when I joined this business, I wanted to test it out myself. So when I went on a trip, we actually went to Las Vegas last year
Mm-hmm.
in April. When I
Mm-hmm.
got home and I
Mm-hmm.
get back and then I started booking some trips and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it for myself. So I
Mm-hmm.
had to get on there and I got in my back office and I got excited. I'm like, whoa! I said, where'd that money come from?
Mm-hmm.
This is a real deal, folks, because this is no joke.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing the fact that you can make that money and have fun, I mean, Peter, come on. Our business looks like everybody's vacation.
Yes.
And we can't help but want to share it with people. So tell me a little bit more. I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's
I get
okay.
excited about it and
We all do, and that's what's so important. We want to make sure that people know that this is not just a marketing thing. This is about telling
Mhm.
you how you can actually live your life too. Yes, guess what? At the same time that you got paid, your business is travel. You are testing your vendors. You're testing uh, Disney World. You're testing the hotels.
Mhm.
As a travel agent, that's what you do. When you're leaving your home and going on these trips, that's like doing a taste test. When you do the coffee taste test or the fragrance and makeup and so forth. Well, guess what? This is your business. Your business is when you go on your trips, you are testing your product. And what do vendors do? Because you're testing their product, and you're going to go back and tell everybody about it because that's what we do. We come back and tell, like Jaycien just talked about his
Mhm.
trip to Las Vegas. And that's what they look for you to do. Come and share because they want you to as a travel agent, but you're doing it where? From the convenience of your
Mhm.
home, from that computer that's sitting in front of what me, Jaycien, and I are doing. We got this computer in front of us.
Mhm.
Yes, and we want to share and talk about what's going on. And we want to continue doing that. We want to keep continue while we have this being contagious on purpose. Because what I'm learning, y'all, when you're talking to someone and they are happy and you see them being successful is contagious, y'all. And you
Mhm.
want to be with people that have that positive attitude. Jaycien, one thing about it about that about like most home-based business, they say you're not in it you're in it for yourself,
Mhm. But
but you're
never
not
by
by
yourself.
yourself. Well, we are
Mhm.
true testimonies of how you come in and be a part of a business, especially our team is Team Genesis, y'all.
Mhm.
The beginning. Oh, sorry.